Hey guys, this is Mike from McProgramming.org. The last tutorial I taught y'all how to use if statements. The next step with the if statement would be an if-else statement, and that is pretty self-explanatory. Is you check the first condition in the if statement. If that's true, you execute what's in that block, and if not, you execute what's in the else block. There's a little bit more to it than that, so let's try a couple examples. Let's see, what should we compare? I'm going to say, I'm just using ints as a very abstract, quick, easy way to describe how to use these things, but you can use them for a wide variety of comparisons and anything you really want to. So let's say int x equals 9. If you can't tell, 9 is my favorite number. I use it probably in every tutorial. And let's say int y equals 27, another good number of mine. So let's say if let's make another number. Let's make a count variable. We're going to set that to 10. None of this makes sense, doesn't have to, just get the if-else essence of this, because this program is pretty useless in real life. It means nothing. So let's say if x is greater than y, you don't have to put curly brackets. If you don't put curly brackets, it will only read this first line right here. And if you had two lines, this would be considered after the if statement. So it's a good practice to put the curly brackets, but if you don't, just remember that whatever you don't put on that first line isn't part of the if clause anymore. So let's say if x is greater than y, we're going to say we're gonna count plus. You can put else here, or you can put it down here. It doesn't really matter. Put curly brackets, and we will say count minus. And down here we can see system.out.println, and we'll print out count, and we'll just see where it's at. If it ran this, it would be 11. If it ran this, it should print out a 9, and it should print out a 9. There we go. Let me see. Let's change this. Let's say if x is greater than y. So we already know that this is true. Okay. Let's take these brackets out. I'm going to prove to you that the brackets are pretty important. And I'm going to put this, line that up. And it looks like to the naked eye that it should just do these in the else clause, but because that is not in a curly bracket, it will ignore that, because this is if this thing is true, so it's going to execute this and it's going to skip the else statement, but it will print out count. So let me prove to you that that's the case. Yeah, 11. And another thing you can have is a lot of nested if-else statements. This can get quite a bit messy, but it is possible. So let's just say if x is less than y. No, let's just say if x is greater, less than count. We will go into these curly brackets and let's say if x is greater than y, we'll execute system.out.println. Let's just say x is greater than y. And we can have an else statement here. I usually write it like that, but we'll just say, in a shortcut is sys, in Eclipse at least, sys out, and then control space. That saves a lot of time. Y is greater than x. So let's just see what happens here. We know that, let's predict what will happen. If x is less than count, x is 9, count is 10, so 9 is less than 10, then we're going to go into this. This right here is all within this if statement. So we're going to go into this nested if statement. If x is greater than y, if 9 is greater than 27, that is not true, so it won't print that out. It'll go straight to the else statement and print that out. So it should print out y is greater than x at the bottom of the screen. Let's see what happens. Bam. So this is a very flexible idea in programming. You can use it a lot, but there's really a lot of simpler ways of doing things like this to where you don't have to write out an if statement for every little thing you do. There are a lot of shortcuts, and I hope you join me, you subscribe to my channel and watch some more of my videos, and you'll find out some better ways of handling things. But this is a very basic concept that you will need to know. So y'all have a great time. I'm going to burn off a couple more videos and hopefully post them tonight. Alright, take care guys.